roofing. You want to show me?
That's wind damage over there.
No, it's not.
It's actually the whole thing's got wind damage.
Prove
it. Prove it to me.
I'm not.
Prove it to me.
I don't need to prove it to you. I just need to put it in writing.
We're gonna prove it eventually.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you will.
No damage, and we might do a 10 by 10 just to, justify the test square, but I prefer to do the whole slope, honestly, because 10 by 10 is just saying you get. Was invented by a carrier, I believe, that says you have to have this many hits in this area.
And don't ever fool with a brittleness test. Either you can fix it or you can't. The brittleness test is not technical. It's just kind of.
If a roof's this old and I found hits on it, like I did
I
did in Milledgeville, I'd find it doesn't even have to be many, but I'm not going to confine it at 10 by 10 area.
The roofing is improperly nailed. They high nailed it above the nailing line, so if it was a steeper slope, it'd probably slide. You see right here, they got it way up high. This one they didn't even nail.
I hadn't done a test square in a while, especially if I'm paying for it. If I'm not paying for it because I can't find any damage, I'll do one just as a documentation thing. But I'm trying to pay for it before I'm trying not to pay for it because we want to have come out as much as we can. Within the limits of time.
That's what I say. You don't see wind damage on a roof and then call in a would-be engineer either though. When you're trying to help a customer out. No, you're not calling it like you see it because you know that's wind damage. So let's, Aaron, we'll show you this. We got up here the other day. Obviously, this was flipped back.
Yeah, that's the way it was when I got up here the other day. So.
You got a crease here, which is 100% indicative of it lifting up over time, multiple times, probably over time. Eventually, it pushed it over the rest of the way because it just lost all of its rigidity. But this is 100% always throughout history been proof of wind damage.
On an architectural shingle?
Yeah. So, for him to call this mechanical, what are we doing, man? This is not honesty. This is not honesty here. And this one here I pointed out. So this one, same thing. This one's not, it hadn't lost its rigidity, so it's not flipped back over yet. This one I don't think, nope. This one's just worn out. This one here, same thing. I mean, you've got creases here, here, here. It's obvious wind. And it doesn't matter how old the roof is. When the policy is written, I'm not an expert on policies, but when the policy is written, if it's written for a roof. Now, if he said the roof was 5 years old and got the policy written, that's his problem. Mm-hmm. But if he was honest and said that he either didn't know or the inspection report came back and he trusted an inspector who said it was 10, 15 years old.
Mm-hmm. He told me it was 15, I think. That's what he said the other day.
Yes, I don't know if he got that from an inspection report or where he got that from. But if he got it from an inspection report, all he can do, he's not an expert on it. Yeah. He can't go off of his own opinion. He can only say either I don't know, or it was on, this is what was here when I bought the house, or this is what the inspection report said. So if there's a question about that, then it's Georgia Farm Bureau's responsibility to come out and actually inspect it and say, no, this is 25 years old.
It has nothing to do with the age, technically, or the condition of the roof is what he's marking at, what you're referring to right here.
Right.
I will tell you, the wind don't crease an architectural shingle, and it does not create vertical tears.
You told me that wind doesn't create creases here and
not
here.
On an architectural shingle at all.
Oh, I've got thousands of pictures that prove otherwise.
Okay. I mean, it does not. You're going to blow these shingles off the roof, literally in sheets before it would crease an architectural shingle.
You're telling me you've never seen a tab missing?
I've seen a decorative tab blown off.
Yeah, which is still wind damage.
I've seen a decorative tab blown off here and there, yeah.
Okay.
That does happen from time to time. But as far as creasing a shingle like that, wind doesn't do that.
Yes, it does. And I've got pictures galore and videos galore and roofs bought galore that have that exact same crease pattern, because this is obviously wind. So if it's not wind, what are you saying?
It's not wind.
Are you saying? Are you saying that a human hand got up here and did this?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
You know good and well.
Something other than wind.
You know good and well.
That's all I know.
You know good and well that that's wind.
And that, as long as that's what his report says, that's what I'm going to agree with.
Well, we know that's not what his report's going to say.
That's why he's out here.
We know that's not what his report's going to say.
What we've seen is
Well, you know what? Actually, I've got Georgia Farm Bureau claims that were bought with the exact same thing. So I'll just use your own company's reports and your own company's purchases against this claim.
I'm gonna move that one of these braces.
I appreciate it. I got the top of it. That's why I came back down. I was like, let's get those 10 first, and then I'll do it. Appreciate you showing me.